banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd. A mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. This drive at their own 25. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Davis. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Hits the accelerator to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers. He got a step and just dusted the field. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Running inside. It's Cobb. Got a little grass. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a 1st down on every single play there.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's a give to Washington. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the running game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Finding an escape route. Turns on the Jets. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45. Out of bounds at the 47 and a big run there.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Plows through the defense. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And they'll knock him down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first ins at the 37.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The Vols are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Gordon. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Using the quick game. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Vols, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. He's on the move. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Looking for room, it's Cobb. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the lone running back. There's a crease. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. On the run, it's Bishop. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Under fire. Trying to escape. Turning it on. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The run inside. It's Bishop. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Maybe a crease. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll move the tight end. Gonna run it. It's Bishop. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Here we go. Ready. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. on the snap. It's Matthews. It's complete to the right. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going, there he goes. He's at the 50, at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over in football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They're down to one timeout left in the half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Brown will throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the give off the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The short hands, it's Staley. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Staley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Vols want to move quickly.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guy.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Bishop. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Fights off the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots.
He got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. And the Vols have it with a 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. They'll go to the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Inside the 40. The 30. He's at the 20. In with the pick six. Touchdown Auburn. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put we people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Brown wants to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. That's one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
On second and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. The pass didn't work last time. It might this time. And here's the third interception of the night.
What a great job of recognition by the defense there. There'll be a lot of situations for defenses to expect run, especially down on the opponent's 1-yard line coming out. But they were ready for the throw that time, and they were able to jump the throw and get the interception.
Brown will throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Rides to back and leaves it. He breaks a tackle.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Makes him talk to the hand. Slips one guy, now he's loose. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Cobb. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Looking for a crease, it's Cobb. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here is the Tennessee offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Pocket breaking down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Wants to adjust the pattern. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now. And you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Running inside, it's Cobb. Crosses to 35. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Third and long, I'm thinking bring in extra DBs, play for the pass, rush the passer, and this offense flips the script, runs the football right at him. Nice job by this offense.
Here's a little room there. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Here's a give to Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Washington again. And they get him down. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run the counter. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game.
Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And you can see everyone in the sideline. They're pointing the other direction. You're going the wrong way. Sometimes, listen, when you scoop the ball up and you've been twisted, you've been turned, you don't know where the ball was coming from or where you were coming from, you go the wrong direction. And that right there will be a play and a clip that will be showed over and over again. And I don't think he's going to like it.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Here comes the option. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. On the move. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They'll run play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They punt it away on fourth down. Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Trying to set up the screen.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Defense in press coverage. To the air on second down. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Matthews. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions.
Oh, he wants it all. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing?
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Flips it out on the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Makes the catch. It's Staley. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here, because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The option look. Now the pitch. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Matthews. There he goes. The 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game is going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
Direct snap. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Vols will now use their final timeout. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Washington. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Still on his feet at the 40. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Direct snap. It's Matthews. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Breaks the tackle.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing up.
Off to the races to the right. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense has gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
On the direct snap, it's Washington. Picks up the first down. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The offense changing the play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pressure coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like...
Breaks a tackle. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that.
He's loose. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here's the pressure. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Trying to run, it's Cobb. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Complete. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.